everyone, how's it going? I hope you are doing good. So today, very exciting set of quests that we're doing. Two of the ones I have been probably the most excited about and had probably the most requested as well. So today we are going to be doing the Jingliu quest, the Kafka quest, and also finishing up the luofu, I think. Not 100% sure, but yeah, very excited for these. So we're going to delve straight in. Let's go. Right, first of all, let's do the Kafka quest, because I think I'm going to do the Kafka quest, I'm going to finish this main one, and then I think that's when the Jingliu quest should unlock. So we're going to do that. Oh, I'm so excited for this. I've been wanting to see more of the Celeron Hunters. I feel like we got to see them a bit in this quest, but not enough for me. Especially Blade. Give me more Blade. Does Blade have his own character quest, actually? Out of curiosity?
She should be around here somewhere.
I wonder where she is. The woman in the purple outfit. Ah, there she... Well, it's not really purple. It's like pinky purple. It's perfection is what it is.
I knew you would come.
That's what she said. Sorry. I had to just throw one in there. There he is. Oh my god. All my wishes are for you. I'm saving so hard right now. It's really difficult. Is that it? Can we see him in there? Oh my god, we can. Can you, like, let me in? Can I go in there?
If we had Elio's eyes, the world would not appear as it does to you and I. There are myriad possibilities overlapping one another, representing the consequences of different choices, and in every passing moment, an infinite number of choices converge on the same point and become the present, and then become the past.
I feel like I'm trying to understand, like, time travel all over again. Like, god damn it. It's one of my things where I've probably not really spoken about this for in a Honkai Star Rail video, but I am not a big fan of time travel stuff. And obviously this isn't, kind of, because it's not really time travel. It's just like changing the consequences of the future before the future actually happens. But yeah, I always find that really complicated, and I always find that movies don't really explain exactly how it works, or don't really get it themselves, or come up with these like weird canons, and I always have issues with it, because I'm like, no, if you go and do this though, it's gonna change the future, and it'll be like, no, it splits off into like its multiverse, and then I'm like, well then what? My brain cannot compute. It can't compute. I never was good at physics. My brain just goes no. But at least this is a bit more simple, you know?
So, was this your
Kind
choice?
of.
To respond to my request for help?
I mean, it was on my menu. If I don't do this quest, I'm not getting rid of it. But at the same time, you're bae, so it's not really a choice. Yes, it sounded like you needed some.
I do. Blade is in a prickly situation. On the Cienjo, you're the only one I can turn to. Being stricken with Mara is the inescapable destiny of the long-life species. It is a madness triggered by the accumulation of emotions and memories. Blade doesn't remember much, but the Mara still haunts him in some form.
Okay.
After we arrived on the Cienjo, the Mara in him flared up so violently that even my spirit whisper couldn't suppress it. He's not fit for interstellar travel in this state. My plan is to use Spirit Whisper to temporarily seal the Mara by reducing its potency. I need to focus all my concentration, so I'll be vulnerable for some time. I need you to protect me while I suppress Blade.
So, I've always kind of wondered why certain people get affected by Mara and certain people don't. So is this saying that when a person has a huge flare in their, like, emotional state, for example, like, anger or, like, fear or something like that, that's when they can get infected by Mara? Or is it, like, is that what it is? So, for example, for like a soldier that gets infected in battle, they get infected because say they're about to like die, afraid, and then they like come back. Is that how it works? Maybe. I feel like I need to read more of the documents, but that's kind of what it sounded like to me.
I know when danger will come and what form it will take. Don't worry. Together we can do this. No harm will come to you. Now, there are wandering monsters nearby. They'll spell trouble if we let them hang around. Go take care of them. Your victory is certain.
Thanks. I've been building my characters, so... Okay. Clear out the roaming nearby monsters. I can do that. Oh dear. Wait a minute. Maybe not. Oh no, I can. It's fine. Haha! Not gonna lie. Gallagher has become like one of my favorite units to use. Pretty solid. I just need to get his attack
Nice like a good brew, my friend.
His attack is a bit weak.
Indulge yourselves!
Except when he crits. Then it's pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie.
Free will, or was it fate?
Let's make it quick.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Yeah, we're getting ever so slightly better, but like multiple of my characters are stuck at level 60 because I haven't been to Penacony yet. So when I hit Penacony, guys, oh my god.
Step up, let's
It's gonna be great. I really need to hit it before I hit the next thing to level up my characters. Because otherwise, some of them are going to be at level 80 and some of them are going to be at level 60 and it's going to be real obvious. Although Pella is killing it at the moment, can I just say? Pella is absolutely killing it.
Up okay?
She is killing it. But also, there's another character I want to get who's from Penacony, so I really need to get there.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Rules are made to be broken.
We have the upper hand.
There we go.
Again. In the mood.
That laugh gets me every time. Oh! I love it.
One holding up okay?
I don't know if it's meant to be deliberately sounding like Mickey Mouse, but I love it. You return to Kafka and Blade's hideout and wait patiently for a while until Kafka cuts the Spirit Whisper short.
That felt like a time. It's good to open my eyes and see you back here.
You're welcome. I eliminated all the monsters. How's progress on your side?
Not fast enough. I've weakened Blade's senses to the outside world, so that he's only able to hear my voice and feel my touch. He's oblivious to everything else.
He's very vulnerable right now.
I'm going to transfer his consciousness away from the Xianzhou and cleanse his memories of Jingyuan, Jingliu, Insing, and your friend, Dan Hong. Again, this process mustn't be interrupted, but I can answer questions before I begin.
My questions?
Yes, as compensation for helping me. You don't have any questions? I put you into a deep sleep and then reawakened you. Abandoned you at the space station, then lured you to the Xianzhou. I owe you an explanation or two. Don't you want to know?
I kind of want to know where I came from, but also, what if it's something really bad? like, maybe it's better not to know. I could have been an absolute douchebag before, and look how great I am now. You know, look at all my besties. Look at my train. You know, I might have been super evil. Imagine if it turns out we're like super duper evil. Love that for us, but also hate it. Or like for some kind of like fucking emanator or something. Oh my god. Now that you mention it.
Don't rush. We still have time. Think about it first and ask when you're ready. One rule though, please don't ask anything boring.
Depends on what your definition of boring is, really, doesn't it?
Let's play truth and lies.
Oh, that's so good. Lies. I don't know how she gets her voice like that. It's so good. Truth and lies.
It's a game I play with Silverwolf all the time. Kinda psychological. Both sides ask each other 2 questions, then give 1 true answer and 1 false answer each. So, one of my answers will be true, the other will be false. As for which is which, that's up to the asker to make the call. We don't have much time. Let's do 2 rounds to start. You ask me 2 questions, and you'll also have to answer 2 of mine. But remember, 1 truth, 1 lie.
And how do I know you won't cheat?
I give you my word. I will abide by the rule of 1 truth, 1 lie. I'll go first to give you a demo. Oh, don't be nervous. The first question is quite trivial. You can tell the truth or tell a lie. It's the second question where the game gets interesting. My first question is, what do you think about me?
Huh? What do I think about Kafka? How should I answer?
Bae!
If I tell the truth, I have to lie the next time, and vice versa. Or I could just cheat. Is that really an option?
Let's tell the truth.
Better to tell it like it is.
I'm interested to also know. Oh, so I wanted to Kayla to say like how they felt. I don't want to pick. I don't care about you. I mean, I think she's pretty good. I think they are trying to do stuff in a good way. I think they just have a bad way of going about it. I think you're pretty good. I wanted like the canon answer.
And there you have it. It's a pretty simple game, don't you think? You're hiding your feelings well.
It's hard, I know.
I'm afraid we'll have to put our game of truth and lies on pause. The Cloud Knights are here. I need you to help me get rid of them.
Just defeat them, right?
Don't worry. I'll take care of any repercussions. This conflict is inevitable. It's destiny.
Okay. Try to change the future and persuade the Cloud Knights to leave. Interesting. I might try for the optional option, because that sounds quite intriguing. Just out of interest. Hey, you! Stop! We received an order to capture the wanted criminal. Put down your weapons and come with us. How should I respond? Lie to them? Maybe you can lie to the Cloud Knights to distract them. You're here too late. The criminal ran that away. The criminal's right behind you. At least look around, see when you lie. Oh. How do you see around that corner? I'm calling bullshit on that one.
Take more life, like my friends. Indulge yourselves!
How familiar.
We have the upper hand.
Owie.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
Step up, let's see ya.
This is our chance.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Nice. Yeah, like, how do you see around that corner to see where the criminal is? Like, I'm calling bullshit on that. That's a lie. It's an utter lie. Okay.
See, the future always seems like infinite possibilities, but what is destined to happen will always happen. This conflict is inevitable because the other possibilities don't exist.
I like the fact even the shadows on the ground. That's so much nice detail.
I need to use the Spirit Whisper on Blade again, but let's play another round first. Have you thought of your question? Come to me when you're ready. I can wait.
Oh, sorry, Kafka, I didn't mean to kick you.
The game continues. Your turn.
Why is it my turn? Oh, is it my turn
So,
to ask?
I
Oh.
get 2 questions, only one of which Kafka will answer truthfully. But I won't know which answer is which.
I won't, but it depends on the question.
What should I ask?
Good question. Ask about myself.
When I came to on the space station, I remember seeing Kafka. But everything before that is a blur. Shouldn't I ask about my past?
Who am I?
You are an artificial body created for the purpose of hosting a Stellaron. From the moment of your birth, it was your destiny to receive the Stellaron at Herta Space Station. Before that task was complete, I was responsible for protecting you, as well as teaching you general knowledge, common sense, and combat skills.
That might be true. Or it might be like partially true, but there is like a lie in
The
there.
reason you don't remember is that I wiped your memory before the operation at Herta Space Station.
This feels kind of real.
No matter what she says, she looks like she's got something up her sleeve. I can't tell what's true and what isn't.
I mean, I think that is true,
I
actually.
see the look on your face. Don't bother asking. I can't tell you if an answer is true or not. Make your best guess and choose your next question based on my answer. That's the beauty of the game. I hope your next question proves interesting. The rules of this game are like reality. We all think we have infinite possibilities, but when you really analyze it, you could count them on your fingers. Every question and answer is constrained by previous choices. The future is like a labyrinth. Every divergence is merely an inducement. There is only one real path.
Is the future predetermined?
No, but what is predetermined is the future that has value. If you don't believe me, try it for yourself. Soon we will face another battle. Can you change that possibility?
The thing that's making me have a big question mark is that if Kafka knew that Blade was going to end up in this situation and she's struggling to deal with it, why let the situation get to this point in the first place? You know? So that to me suggests that not everything is changeable or controllable, or like they are willing to let certain bad things happen for the sake of making sure that the things that they want to happen. I nearly did not press that button then, by the way. I got very distracted.
That's half the work.
I really should probably change the Dan Hung, really.
This is our chance.
Rules are made to be broken.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
We have the upper hand.
Let's go.
Nice.
Everyone holding up okay?
Try to change the future and prevent the battle from happening. Thing is that
The wind?
Who goes
Stream floor. The gleam of old blade.
I mean, technically I stopped the battle from happening. Technically. Because that battle didn't even take place. It was just an annihilation.
Well, you're doing a great job. The future is still clear. The real test lies ahead. The young sword master of the Cloud Knights. He will not be an easy
Oh
foe.
no, really?
Until then, let's continue our
Oh, this
game.
is gonna be fun.
It's my turn again. Second question. Do you want to see me again?
What kind of question is that? Will we see each other again? She'd know the answer to that one.
No, that's not what she asked. She asked, do you want to see me again?
As for whether I'd want to,
Yeah.
it seems obvious to me.
So I have to lie this time. So I don't want to see Kafka again, which means I do.
No, I don't want to deal with this lady again.
Oh, oops. No, I thought I was picking the answer.
So, my answer is...
Oh, no! Shit! Oh, I answered wrong. I thought I was picking the answer. But I don't want to say that. I'm trying to Riz Bay, like... I'm gonna have to disobey the rules.
Okay. I'm done asking. What a surprise. I can't see through you.
Are you satisfied with my answers?
After all, how can I know which answer is which? You've become very impressive. And unfamiliar. Well, it's your turn to ask a question. Come see me when you're ready.
I'm so annoyed at that. Because I wonder if I didn't disobey the rules of the game, if that would have been a slightly different response. So I'm a little bit annoyed that I didn't twig that.
This is your last question. Surprise me.
Okay.
I don't know if Kafka was telling the truth in the previous question, but one thing's certain. For this question, she'll have to answer according to the rules.
Well, she shouldn't have to, because we just disobeyed
Should
the
I
rules.
venture into a whole new topic?
Venture into a whole new... What are the options? I kind of want to see what the
Kafka
options
wants
are.
me to surprise her. Let's try this on for size.
Okay. 1 + 1 = 2, right?
Wrong.
So it does. So the previous was the truth. Yeah, I thought
Very
so.
clever. But was it worth sacrificing a question to determine whether the last answer was true or false? Tough to say.
Man, I want to do this again, but ask about her and Blade and see what we get and then determine whether or not those are truths or lie. God damn it, this is good. Okay, I might have to watch a few playthroughs of this and see like what other people asked and see if they have like determined if they're true or false. That's interesting. Or I'll just read something. Oh shit. Oh.
Stellaron hunters. The General was merciful enough to let you live, but you haven't shown the slightest bit of gratitude. Why are you here?
Because he was struck by my spirit whisper. My powers of suggestion are capable of convincing people to accept my orders, all without a second thought. Defeat this little boy and your mission is over.
You witch!
Oh shit. Well, at least I got healing. Okay. Oh, this is already off to a bad start.
Nice, like a good... My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Do we still have the upper hand?
Destroy all of them to... Okay.
Ready for another? Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Destined for oblivion.
Oh, that did a lot
I wait
healing.
for the
That was great.
It too shall fall.
Nice.
Step up, let's
Nice.
see it.
Okay, good.
Let's go.
You.
But it's...
Rules are made to be broken.
Commencing support.
I wasn't sure if there was any debuffs or anything present.
Waters of oblivion.
In the mood for another beating? How's this taste?
Punish evil!
Just a scratch.
I'm just warming up.
Enemy targets
Damn.
detected.
Yang Ching has honestly got some OP moves.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
Step up, let's see ya. Time to mix things up. Nice, like a... My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Cut through the ranks.
Ooh, that's a terrifying move.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for
That was a
good old
terrifying move.
counterattack.
I did not appreciate that. Don't appreciate this at all. Oh, the music is sick though.
Fate? Still waters of oblivion.
In the mood for another. It ain't over.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Sword, heed me.
Oh shit.
Again.
Wow, that's not good.
Commencing support.
That's not good at all.
Ready for another?
Destined for oblivion.
Nice.
Step up, let's see ya. How's this take?
Much better.
Rules are made to be broken.
You're all in on it.
Nice, like it, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Punish
Oh, this is a lot of damage. Oh, shh. What the fuck? How many moves do you need to have? Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, well, this is really bad because the only thing that I'm gonna have to retreat here. Oh, wait, can we start? Great. This is a fucking tough-ass fight, man.
Sword, heed me.
Nice, like it, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Is there any way for me to be able to tell? I don't think there is there? Oh shit, no, don't do that. Oh! Never mind, that actually works surprisingly well. Just let them decide. Okay.
Still waters of oblivion.
Okay, so at least I know that one's her one then.
Punish evil.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Again.
I've no interest in conflict.
Okay, right.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision.
Answer me. 0 points.
Right, Oh. Okay, we'll save it then. We're currently doing okay. I need it for a minute, for sure. Okay.
Fighting is meaningless.
Destined for oblivion.
Step up, let's see ya. How's this take? Not bad. I'm asking questions.
Ow.
A test.
Too late to
There
repent.
we go, cool. That's what we want to see.
Still waters of oblivion.
In the mood for another. Answer me. SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. Nice, like it, my friends. Indulge yourselves.
Shit.
0 points. Time to mix things up.
Don't worry.
No
it's just a
interest in
scream.
conflict. The truth of life is sanctuary is but a vision.
Oh, damn, close. That was very close to stop that move. That is a bitch of a move, man.
Fighting is meaningless.
Rough.
Come get me.
Oh, fuck.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
Oh, perfect. Good. Good. Yes.
I weep for the
Yes.
departed. It too shall fall.
Okay, that worked out well.
Step up,
Thank
let's
God.
see ya.
Okay, yeah, this should actually heal you quite well. There we go.
Too late to repent.
Damn it. I was really hoping that was going to heal you a bit, but it didn't,
In
but
the
that's
mood for
fine.
another.
Got
How's
this.
this take?
Don't worry about me.
Right.
Nice, like it, my friends. Indulge yourselves.
You're all in on it.
The truth of life
Oh, we
in
got
such
12%.
is but a vision.
Come on. Come on, come on, we got this, we got this. Oh. Oh, we did it! That fight was brutal. Kafka used Spirit Whisper on Yanqing and told him to leave and then breathed a sigh of relief. A sigh? I got an entire lung full of relief
For
there.
you, that kid would have had me and Blade in the shackling prison in no time.
That was a tough fight. I had to redo that. I've obviously cut it for your guys' sake. I had to do that about 5 times. I had to change my team multiple times. That was freaking tough. That was tough. Good, but tough. Man, like, you just... This game's fights, man, it's great, but oh my god, they are hard sometimes. Oh, man.
Of course, Sam and Silver Wolf would have broken us out, but Blady would have been gravely injured, and our relationship with the Xianzhou would have been damaged beyond repair. If possible, I'd like to avoid that kind of future at all costs.
Can I leave now?
Blade, hello.
Yes, the Mara in you is temporarily suppressed. So long as you avoid overstimulation and familiar faces, you shouldn't have a problem.
Oh, she's speaking like a slightly like gentler tone with him, like clearly. I feel like the Stellaron Hunters, I'm hoping we get to see more of their dynamics, but I feel like they're gonna be like a little like family unit. Oh my god, love it.
Wait, you're not leaving?
I am sorry, Kafka. There is a person to whom I am greatly indebted. I must see them.
Then it's in your hands. Elio didn't say anything about what happens next. Thank you for coming to my aid. I appreciate it. Our paths will cross again.
Oh, I wonder who he's indebted to. No. Can you come on the banner, please?
I remember you.
God. Uh-huh.
You once followed Kafka, didn't you? There was a time when she was on a mission. You were next to her. I remember. I've yet to see anyone follow her for as long as you did, and live to tell the tale.
I guess I owe her my thanks then.
Every Stellaron hunter has a deal with Elio. I do not know the nature of those deals, but I do know that Kafka and I agreed to take orders from Elio. She must have sought something extraordinary. Everything she does comes at a great cost. She will have done many things to keep you alive until now, young one.
Come back! Blade! Kafka! Phase! No! You left me behind! Why? God damn it. But also, oh my god. Okay, that was a fun mission. I like the fact that we got a little bit of lore in there. We didn't get too much lore about the Stellaron Hunters, but like, I'm okay with that. I like the fact that we got some lore about Kalis though, which is great. Because learning more about the MCs is always really important, and it's something that can happen in like such little bursts. And a lot of the time you're focusing on all the other characters around you. Don't
squander the remainder of your days.
I am actually, yeah, I'm really ready to do that if I'm allowed to. This way.
Himiko messaged me. The Express detected the Jade Gates reopening. She asked whether we'd be heading back anytime soon. She was also asking after you, Danheng. I think it'd be best if you update her in person, don't you think?
She must have been worried. I'll return to the train and put her mind at rest.
Himiko must be eager to hear about what we've been up to on this mission too, right? Hang on. Oh, how could I forget? We should bring something back for the conductor. Have you got any unfinished business on the Xianzhou?
I'd like to visit some of the friends we made along the way.
Yeah, there are some people we haven't said goodbye to yet.
Fine, fine. Danheng and I will go back to the Express. The two of you come back soon, okay?
Don't worry, Mr. Yang.
There's a dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate. How long will these ships sail? And which stars are they traveling to?
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. The transcendence that the Xianzhou pursues is nothing compared to the enduring majesty of the stars. And the grief felt here is no different from our own.
I didn't know you were a poet, Mr. Yang.
Yeah, you're back. Himiko and
So
I
awkward.
were just discussing our journey. This little excursion has reached its conclusion. All things must come to an end. Still, some endings spark a new beginning.
Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Welt can stay on the Express.
Yes, let's go on a trip with Himiko. I'm excited, as long as nothing bad. Actually, no. Himiko, you need to stay on the Express, actually. I was like, as long as nothing bad happens, that's when shit is gonna happen. No, Himiko, you need to stay safe.
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
What's our next stop?
Penacony. Do you remember? Before Kafka's proposal, that was our original destination.
Oh my god, it's the name! Oh, dudes, I'm so excited. And I'm also terrified, but I'm excited. I think I need a reminder. Give me all the Penacony lore, let's go.
The Express's records show that Penacony was a prison planet used by the IPC to exile criminals. At least, it was at the time of recording. However, following a Stellaron burst, the planet fell into the arms of Shipe. They say it's been transformed into a prosperous and ethereal realm.
Oh, due to a Stellaron? Interesting. Do a Stellaron have like a good
family
effect?
is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about the state of the planet, so I accepted.
We're going to a banquet? Oh, that's very exciting.
When the conductor is ready, we can set off for the next stop.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. Meanwhile, in the shackling prison...
All who enter here are either jailers or prisoners. Which are you?
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
Oh
What
no.
a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Xianzhou, what was their motive?
Oh my god!
Surrender, or do you require encouragement? Abomination of Yaoshi.
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance.
Oh!
But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right.
Wait!
Stay out of our way. The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Xianzhou to choose its next path.
Oh my god!
The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
Oh, bitch! That was amazing. Oh my god, that cutscene was so good. Holy shit! Hang on a second. Oh, of course it's gonna be there now. Of course it is. Dude! You are kidding. You are kidding me. You're actually kidding. Right, so I just double checked. Apparently you're supposed to read that letter.
Is this a letter?
I was like, well, how do I was like, what, Jingliu? No, you can't tease me and then the quest not be available. I was like, no, we need it. A letter quietly lies on the table in the passenger car. Judging from its texture and style, it's from the Xianzhou. On the paper, the names of the sender and recipient are all omitted, with only a faint trace of dim ink vaguely visible. Open it. You unfold the letter and the ink immediately becomes visible if an invisible hand holds the pen like a sword, making swift, decisive strokes. After a moment, the content regains its original appearance. Right, apparently this is Jingliu's letter, and I did find that out from looking up how to open this quest. I have learned from your return to home how you upended the ancient seas to save the world from danger. I'm sure this has recovered your forgotten memories. In accordance with our old vow, we should once again roam the lands of past, drink in celebration, and recount our great adventures.
Upend the ancient sea and return to old ground. It's a letter for Dan Heng, but who is it from? I should ask the conductor.
Yeah.
Heave ho! Heave ho! Huh? Trailblazer, do you need help with something?
I do. There's a letter on the table.
Pom-Pom's been cleaning up this whole time and didn't see any letters.
Someone sneak onto the express?
What? Huh? Don't scare Pom-Pom like that! Why are there always strange things sneaking onto our train? Pom-Pom is going to upgrade the security level around here. What does the letter say?
And the letter over to Pom-Pom.
It looks like an invitation. Who could have sent it? Does Dan Heng have any friends on the luofu? If Pom-Pom remembers correctly, he said he was exiled from there, right?
Friends? Jingyuan?
Unlikely. If the general sent the letter, he would have signed it.
Why don't you show Dan Heng the letter? You know where to find him.
I mean, it's clearly not from Jingyuan or Blade. I mean, yeah, like I said, I'm not going to be like, I wonder who it's from, because I know now it's from Jingliu.
Huh? What is it? Do you need something?
There's a letter for you. Someone's inviting you to return to old ground. And I opened your mail, sorry.
There's no signature. And it doesn't mention a time or place. Looks like whoever sent this expects me to remember. Unfortunately, I'm going to disappoint them.
Need any help?
Thanks, but I don't even know where to start. Let me hold on to the letter. Anything related to Dan Feng's past should be handled with care.
What is that noise? Either my PC's breaking or I'm hearing a noise in the background that sounds like a sword or something. Or my PC is fucked. Either way. You know. Remember? The appearance of this letter makes you feel uneasy. You invoke the cloud hymn and a droplet of water condenses from the air and soaks into the letter. The handwriting disappears and another line of writing blurs due to the water stain. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price.
Just as I thought. There was more than met
Knew
the
it!
eye.
Knew it!
Letting him leave first was a wise choice. I can't put him in danger again because of this. But if he didn't send the letter, then who did? Maybe I should make a trip to the Seat of Divine Foresight. I need to ask Jingyuan about the Stellaron hunters.
Okay. Like looks like we're going for it. Alright. Apparently we've got to include Jingliu, which of course I'm not going to say no to at all. Go with that. Either this lineup is going to be awesome or it's going to suck. We'll find out. We have to play it as Dan. Canon. Ooh!
After all this time away from the luofu, the Seat of Divine Foresight has only become more hostile. It's quite reassuring. Relax. You needn't be so cautious, young man. I'm just reminiscing about the old days. However, I never thought Jingyuan would send you to accompany me. It would seem our fates are intertwined.
Huh? Oh.
I've got my work cut out for me today.
Bless him. He's like, oh, fuck's sake. Me.
Well, if it isn't Dan Heng.
Right. Greetings.
Greetings. I need to speak to the general about something.
Looking for compensation for the injuries I gave you? I accept full responsibility. They can deduct my next 100-year salary if they like.
That won't be necessary. I'm here about something else.
The Cloud Knights were doing their duty. I'm here to ask the general about the Stellaron hunters.
You came at a bad time. The general is busy with urgent work. You probably won't be able to meet with him today. But he did leave a message. Dan Heng, do you recognize the person on the steps?
No.
No. If the general isn't available, I'll come back another day.
You don't remember her? I see. I suppose the memories of your previous life really were wiped clean after the rebirth. That is Jingliu, the previous sword champion of the Xianzhou Luofu. She was the closest friend of Imbibitor Lune, your previous incarnation. She was also the general's master.
So, a lot of complex relationships with current characters. Got it.
According to records of wars past, her blade has slain countless denizens of abundance. Not even the feather guards of the Wingweaver, the father wolf of the Borazon, or the gigantic mecha beast could withstand a single strike from her. She's a renowned legend. However, those are ancient stories. It's a shame that even a hero like her wasn't able to break free of Mara. It is said that in the end, Jingliu lost her sanity and slaughtered anyone in sight. She was deemed a criminal and fled to outer worlds. With her powers, you'd think there would be no one capable of bringing her in. For some reason, she arrived on the Luofu with a suspect disguised as a traveling merchant and said she wanted to turn herself in.
It wasn't her in the coffin, was it? Like, the coffin just seems to be gone, so I'm just wondering, like, was she hidden in the coffin, maybe? But right, so that's what he's been up
Her
to.
surrender came with one condition: that she be allowed a day of freedom before the trial. She wanted to travel to Scale Gorge Waterscape and meet with her old friends one last time. I can't believe Jing Yuan actually agreed. Before he left, he ordered us to accompany Jingliu during her last day on the Luofu. We're hosting an honored guest. We're escorting a criminal.
Things suddenly stop talking, like how you perceive a chill settling in the air around you.
Imbibitor Lune, you're here. Since you traveled all this way, why don't you come and talk with me? Or should I call you by your name in this lifetime? Dan Heng.
Oh, that. Hello, Jingliu.
When I left the Xianzhou, I heard they took away your scales and horns, forced you into a hatching rebirth, and detained you in the Shackling prison. I thought Imbibitor Lune had been wiped from this world. But then I returned to the Luofu and watched as you parted the sea. After all these years, it was a magnificent sight to behold.
My past life is over.
The life of Imbibitor Lune ended. I stand before you, a completely different person.
I understand. The sins of a past life should be forgiven after rebirth. Now you are a nameless, traveling across the galaxy. But can anyone really bid farewell to their past? If my guess is correct, the Preceptors were unwilling to allow the Ichor line to end, and hoped for the Imbibitor Lune's resurrection. That is why they tampered with the Molten Rebirth and turned you into what you are now.
Oh, so that's why he has like a human-esque appearance. Got it. Okay. Tell me why you're here.
You're not here to reminisce on old times. Tell me why you're here.
You didn't hear? That Vidyadhara girl explained it clear as day. I returned to the luofu so I could surrender myself to the Alliance and atone for my sins. I did, however, have one request before the trial. I asked to be given a single day to go and see old friends and to fulfill promises I made long ago. Jingliu'S has always been an understanding person. He heard that you would be coming and agreed to my request.
So, you're the one that mailed the letter to the Express.
I am shocked. I am shocked. Sorry. Wow. I did not see that coming at all. Oops.
That's right.
I'm such an idiot. In the meantime, also, how did he hear we were on the way? And also, if he knew I was on the way, why is he not here?
The sea's depths conceal no stone, and dragons' breaths reveal the moon. The scenery of Scale Gorge waterscape is truly as magnificent as the poems describe. But as a suspect, shouldn't I be bound and interrogated in the shackling prison? Is it really appropriate to bring me to a place like this, General?
Who are you? Who are you? Why are you helping Jingliu? What is going on? What is actually going on? I have so many questions. Okay.
Holding you in the shackling prison would be more trouble than it's worth. For security purposes, we will be performing your trial here.
For security purposes? I suppose it's not my security you're talking about.
The Stellaron's descent, the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection, the Destruction Emanator's impersonation of the Amicassator. According to the Skyfaring Commission's investigations, you arrived on the luofu with a group of merchants, but didn't make a single trade during your stay. Your departure coincided with the day the calamities took place. You took advantage of the chaos to sneak into the shackling prison, but seemingly took no course of action. Now you claim that you are responsible for the Stellaron crisis and wish to surrender yourself.
Okay, if he's actually responsible for the Stellaron crisis, what that means is that March was right. Maybe not the way that March said it, but like, March would be right then. Oh my god. That makes his quest even funnier. Oh
Your
no.
behavior truly
But
is
why?
puzzling.
Yeah.
I can't seem to piece together your motive.
If only there was a handy machine that we could shove you into to get the truth.
I was asked to deliver a token in my capacity as a traveling merchant. I knew nothing of its significance. I admit I did have my own agenda for entering the shackling prison, but in the end, I found that the luofu did not possess what I was looking for.
And what is it you're looking for?
It is through fear of punishment that I am choosing to surrender. The galaxy is a vast place, but I am merely a wanderer. It would be silly of me to think that I could outrun the Alliance.
But what is it you're after and why? Oh no! He's evil! It's gonna be
You're
evil,
too
isn't he?
modest, Lotcha. Do I need to remind you of your actions at the Eternity Fortress and the Shroud Veil Star Zone? Or must I utter that tongue twister of a name?
Oh?
Well, they don't call you the Divine Foresight for nothing, General.
You flatter me. Fortunately, I did my research, or this conversation would have been quite dry.
Seeing that you sense something is amiss, Are you looking to defend me and clear my name of suspicion?
That is beyond my control. Attempting to undermine the Alliance is a grave crime. According to protocol, you are to be held on the Xianzhou Shuling for a joint trial before the 10 Lords Commission and the 7 Arbiter Generals. However, at present, you have the opportunity to enjoy the beautiful scenery of Scale Gorge Waterscape. It will be the last view of the luofu you ever lay eyes on.
Which is interesting, because you're technically condemning him by saying that before he's actually even had a trial. If it's the last view of the luofu he ever sees, then technically you're saying that he's never gonna see this again, which means that he's gonna be found guilty. Or killed. I don't know. But yeah, a little bit presumptuous. Who knows?
She told me that the High Cloud Quintet once gathered and feasted here hundreds of years ago. The unparalleled sword techniques of your master, the mesmerizing cloud hymn magic of Imbibitor Lunae Dan Feng, the artful piloting skills of Bai Heng, the divine weapons crafted by the Juming artisan Ying Xing, and the unmatched stratagem of the general. The 5 of you vanquished evil from the world, creating legendary tales in your wake. Unfortunately, nothing lasts forever, and the High Cloud Quintet disbanded as each of you went your separate ways. You removed me from the shackling prison and decided to interrogate me here. But not for security purposes. You wish to discuss things that shouldn't be overheard. You wish to discuss the one person you've avoided mentioning up to now. Your master, Jingliu.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Of course he wants to talk about Jingliu.
We can head out now. I would like to visit a few places from my memories, enjoy a glass of wine, and reminisce about the good times.
Have you mistaken yourself for a tourist?
I would make a wonderful tourist. Lower your guard, young man. I have already surrendered myself to the Alliance, and I will keep my word. Besides, your general has already agreed to my request. Imbibitor Lunae, you must accompany me. I won't take no for an answer. Regardless of whether you're still interested in your previous life, accepting my letter means that you've accepted my invitation.
Lead the way.
Where should we start? Should we go to Stargazer Navalia first, or to the Artisanship Commission? So many memories are swirling inside my head. I can't get a grasp on any of them. When the people of the Xianzhou live to be more than 1,000 years old, each day is like carrying the weight of a mountain through an interminable maze.
How hard is it to choose a destination? We're going to Stargazer Navalia. Problem solved.
The young are the antidote. Stargazer Navalia it is.
If it's star skips he wanted to see, we could have headed to the Jade Gate. Why did we come all the way here?
Young man, have you ever heard of Bai Heng, the Foxian pilot?
Bai Heng? I think I've seen that name somewhere before.
Bai Heng. The name is unfamiliar to you and elicits no feelings, however, a voice inexplicably rings in your ears.
Let the noble High Elder drown the enemies in rain. We just need a watch from the sky, I presume?
Imbibitor Lunae, if memories are returning to you, share them.
I can't remember anything.
I can't remember anything.
But you've learned how to lie. Well, that's all in the past now. The reason we came to Stargazer Navalia is because I wanted to pay tribute to her here.
Huh? You mean the Foxian soul-soothing ceremony?
Yes, the sending off of a star skiff. It represents the voyage of the deceased into the stars. Due to circumstances beyond my control, I never had the chance to bid farewell to her. It is something I have regretted to this day. As for procuring a star skiff, I know they can be manufactured here, but I know nothing of the process.
I see. Follow me. I don't know anything about manufacturing star skiffs either. But getting these machines to work shouldn't be careful. There's still Stellaron spirits lurking.
2 in 1.
Tedious.
Too late to repent.
Oh no, please don't make me want to get Jingliu by the end of this. Please. I can't take any more.
Step up, let's see ya. I got confidence.
I've no interest in.
Commencing support.
Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life, the sanctuary, is but a vision. Break!
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Yeah, it's a dope-ass move. Not gonna lie.
Careful. There's still Stellaron spirits lurking around.
No need to worry about the two of us.
We've arrived. All ship production in Stargazer Navalia starts here. Just enter the command into the device. The vessel used to cultivate starskiff seeds will be activated, and a ship will appear in the skyport soon after. I remember now. I've seen Bai Hung's name in books before.
You like to read? I couldn't tell.
What a roast.
Hey, I don't read much, but the General forced me to finish a bunch of ancient volumes during my training. I remember one called Views of the Universe from a Star Skiff. The author's name was Bai Hung.
That's right. Bai Hung was the one who wrote that travelogue.
It was actually really interesting. 90% of it was about starskiff crashes on different worlds and dangerous situations. It also had records of local species and ecosystems. I remember thinking, how could an ace pilot crash land her starskiff so many times? Then I realized that every time, she made the best of the situation and got back alive. Her luck really was out of this world.
Indeed. Her luck always astonished us. Whenever she piloted a mission, you could almost guarantee a narrow escape from the jaws of some abundance behemoth, or a miraculous return from behind enemy lines. Very few star skiffs she piloted were able to return to port in one piece. The folks at the Skyfaring Commission secretly referred to her as the Star Skiff Killer. She also possessed an uncanny ability to predict future events, inauspicious ones at least. Every ill omen that came out of her mouth would sure enough come true. Very few Cloud Knights had the courage to accompany her on missions. However, when it came to surviving, her fortunes were incredible. Even in the worst situations imaginable, she was always able to turn the tide. Luck is a type of strength, after all. I hope that this ship, built for the Star Skiff Killer, will also be able to return to the stars.
Before long, the Star Skiff assembly line started to operate.
Ha! That'll do it. The Starskiff assembly line has been activated. The Starskiff will take shape and enter the skyport. Let's go wait for it there. It won't be long.
I like the
Starskiff is complete.
lore that they have. It is actually really cool.
After being away from the luofu for so long, I can finally say farewell to you.
So, what happened to Baihang in the end?
In the end, I do not think the details are necessary. We are here today to commemorate her. Imbibitor Lunae, do you still remember the battle against Shuhu?
I think for me, with I don't know why they keep giving us options of choice for things that Dan Heng remembers, because how would I know? Because we've had, like, not much lore about it. So it's annoying because I would love to answer these, but, like, canonly, I'm pretty sure it's just this. But I don't know what Dan Heng has been, like, hiding from me, because I play as the MC, not as Dan Heng. So to me, this feels a bit pointless because I don't know. And if I want more lore, I have to answer like I do know when I don't. So this doesn't really make much sense. I think it would be better if, like, Dan Heng was just automatically answering and then Jingliu gives us lore that way. To me, this way of telling this story doesn't make a lot of sense. Because I'm not gonna know. Because I don't know what Dan Heng remembers or doesn't remember. So yeah, this doesn't really make a great deal of sense to me.
I can't remember anything.
Because, yeah.
Let me refresh your memory. During that battle, Baihang, being the headstrong girl that she was, managed to exhaust the luck that was bestowed upon her by the Rainbow Arbiter. She charged ahead and shattered the enemy's defenses, allowing the Xianzhou soldiers to break through Shuhu's sanguinary abyss and awaken you from your dragon's delirium. She was not able to walk out of that fight. We all shoulder a debt that we will never be able to repay. For the Cloud Knights, giving up one's life on the battlefield is an honor. But that wasn't something you believed in. Imbibitor Lunae, you couldn't accept that Baihang was gone. Instead of leaving her to eternal rest, you decided to... You made a mistake that can never be undone. There is no need to respond, Imbibitor Lunae. Your answer is no longer important. And now, I will send off this Starskiff. Baihang, I've brought your flagon. This was a gift handmade by him, though he never got the chance to give it to you in person. I'm sorry it took so long for me to find it. Only by bringing it to you will my nightmares be calmed. I will fulfill what you asked of me. I will keep my word, even if it requires me to cut down the stars in the sky. Let's go. The artisanship commission is next.
So that's quite an interesting bit of backstory. Okay. This is what I want from Character Quest, is you actually get character story and lore. This is what I'm loving. This is fucking great. Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Since the Arbor's resurrection, the land has been crawling with abominations. Even the Artisanship Commission's prized creation furnace is hanging on by a thread.
The crisis happened too suddenly. All the craftsmen and apprentices fled. Only a single master craftsman was left to hold the line until reinforcements arrived.
Oh, that
That's
legend.
How the creation furnace was saved.
He was an absolute legend. Loved his voice acting. So
Interesting.
good.
Stubborn beyond valuing his own life. That reminds me of an extremely arrogant acquaintance. If he were to see the chaos of the Artisanship Commission today, he would burst into laughter at the Xianzhou's incompetence.
What's that supposed to mean? What's wrong with saving your own life and waiting for the Cloud Knights to arrive?
And yet where were the Cloud Knights when danger was at the door? From what I heard, it was a group of Outworlders that came to the rescue.
Yes, I did.
The Luofu's delves are big places. Besides, some of the troops were deployed to the Yao Qing's campaign. The Cloud Knights were spread thin. It was impossible to guard everywhere at once.
Young man, why don't we continue our previous contest? Show me whether the sword techniques you are so proud of have improved.
You just want me to do all the work. You think I'm gonna grant endless requests for a criminal?
You go on ahead this time. We'll meet up at the creation furnace.
Why did you send him away?
It is of no importance. But you and I haven't had a decent contest in ages.
I don't plan on...
Even after your rebirth, your moves and techniques haven't changed one bit.
When I move, it's like...
Like you never forgot.
Too late to repent.
Damn.
Commencing support.
In the mood for...
Wow. That is some
Come
powerful
on
moves.
already. What took you so long this time?
Don't get anxious, Imbibitor Lune. We have all the time in the world.
The moon shines on the truth.
I like the freeze move. That is good.
This spear
Wow.
still recognizes you as its master. Imbibitor Lune. Do you know who crafted it for you?
Oh.
It's been with me ever since my exile. I don't remember when I started wielding it.
Oh.
Step up, let's... Merciful Medicus.
Fighting is meaningless.
Oh, shit.
Nowhere to run.
That's annoying. Eh.
That's all you got?
I've no interest in conflict.
Slice like a good, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
The truth of life in this sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Ready for death.
Secret of the safe.
Try harder. All will be revealed in lunar flame.
Enemy targets detected.
In the mood for an... It ain't over.
Tedious. Blade of moonlight.
Immortality.
You can continue to convince yourself that you are merely the reincarnation of Dan Feng and have nothing to do with his sins. And you can keep insisting that you have forgotten everything, but you cannot run from combat, Dan Heng. Your spearmanship is identical to Imbibitor Lunay's.
Oh, that's quite interesting.
Combat is like smelting.
Guess your
purging
body
the
maybe just like
with burning
reflexly
flames
remembers, I
and
guess.
exposing a person's true nature. Those are the words of the one who made Cloudpiercer for you. Do you remember?
Definitely the other member of the group. Yeah.
Out of all of us, you were the closest to him. It was strange, really, to see someone so arrogant get along with someone so proud.
Yingxing? In your dreams, you see a man with an indistinct face standing arrogantly and irreverently in front of the gun rack where the cloud piercer is placed.
This spear is sharp enough to pierce dragon scales. Be careful, High Elder, lest you hurt yourself with it.
Yeah, it's blade, yeah.
Yingxing.
You still remember his name. When he was but a child, he swore to take revenge on the abominations. That's what drove him to travel across the stars to the Xianzhou to receive training. When I first met him, he wasn't even as tall as my sword. But he was boasting about mastering all the crafts of the Artisanship Commission by the time he was 100 years old. The little brat was no less arrogant than the High Elder. But when we met again, he was able to craft weapons that astonished the Master Craftsman. He even snatched the Artisanship Commission title of Furnace Master. Unfortunately, the Alliance would never allow a short-life species to run the Artisanship Commission. He was only able to prove his worth alongside us outcasts in the end.
You didn't go easy just so I would get here first, did you?
Also, how do they not have an issue with overpopulation? Because they can still have children, right? So if they're... And then those children will grow up and have children. So, like, how do they not have an issue with overpopulation on the Xianzhou?
Of course not.
Logically. Just
Your
how does it work?
technique must have improved so much that I simply couldn't keep up with you.
So, are we here to commemorate your short-life species friend?
Eavesdropping is a bad habit. Besides, when did I ever say he was no longer in this world?
Oh, he's around all right.
Even the cryocapsules wouldn't be able to extend the life expectancy of a short-life species for long. If he is still alive, he must be ancient.
He became a long-life species?
He transformed into a long-life species?
Correct. Such are the twists of destiny. Some people are born with unparalleled foresight and exceptional intelligence, but make the most ill-advised choices at destiny's crossroads. As smart as he was, he made the foolish attempt to use the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to aid Imbibitor Lunay in resurrecting his deceased companion.
Oh, so they both try to resurrect Baiheng. Right, okay.
His stupidity turned him into a monster, cursed with immortality. His soul was shattered and became the evil that he hated most. The irony.
For an old friend, you don't seem to have that much pity.
I gave him a second chance. Does that not count?
A second chance?
What did you do to him?
He should have been eternally jailed in the shackling prison for his crimes. But I gave him a different kind of freedom. I took the shell that once held his soul and passed my sword techniques on to him. I let him die 100 deaths to remind him of the karma of his previous life. Afterward, I heard he was reborn and even gave himself a name.
I do see slight similarities between Blade and Jingliu's sword technique, so that's actually very interesting that that's how that worked. Also, why would you let him die 100 times to remind him of the karma? Like, I don't think you set him onto a good path here, because he... why? You know, yeah, what he did was a bit messed up, but like... okay.
We've idled too long. Let's head to the Alchemy Commission.
Yeah, this is Blade that we're talking about, right? Like, that voice was totally Blade. Blade obviously has a history with Dan Hong and was talking about remembering his friend and all. Like, it's definitely Blade, right? I hope that we're talking about Blade here, because otherwise this is very confusing. We're talking about someone I don't know. Meanwhile, in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall Scale Gorge Waterscape.
As a follower of the Rainbow Arbiter, you have witnessed the catastrophe brought upon by the plague's author, General. Living beings turning into undying monsters, eventually used as sacrifices to the abundance. What do you think should be done to put an end to it, General?
The Alliance follows the Rainbow Arbiter's edict to continue ridding the world of evil, so that one day Yaoshi might be vanquished and the cycle of life and death restored.
Under the auspices of the Rainbow Arbiter, the faithful Cloud Knights continue the hunt. Their devotion and sacrifices are indeed commendable, but their devotedness has made them close-minded. Take me, for example. My powers originate from the abundance, yet my goals are aligned with the Alliance. The Hunt is not the only faction in the universe that wants Yaoshi dead. It is natural for short-life species to yearn for immortality. That is expected of any intelligent life form. To want to eliminate these thoughts would be equivalent to killing an eon. Such a goal is so impossible as to be laughable, to be honest. So, in order to sever Yaoshi's curse, one must look to the source for a different solution. Your master happened upon a revelation and returned from the Mara. She has traveled many worlds and discovered a solution.
I'm listening.
I apologize, General. I'm afraid the next move will have to be made on the Shu Ling.
As I expected. Your surrender is just the next step in your scheme. You wish to avail yourself of the Ten Lords' decree to enter Shu Ling and stand before the 6 generals, even the Marshal. That is your true agenda. And the purpose of the contents of your coffin.
General, you said it yourself. This is beyond your control. It is the law of the Alliance. We cannot deviate from it.
This whole conversation has been extraordinarily tense. They're like trying to outwit each other.
Well done.
Yeah.
This was a spectacular move.
You've changed, Jingyuan.
Oh! Oh! Oh no! Oh, that's not good. But also, hi, Blade.
The man I knew would never have admitted he was bested.
Oh my god. Oh no! That's not good. That dragon tree is so cool.
Order's already been restored to the Alchemy Commission. Why are we here?
I heard the healer lady is capable of curing all diseases. I'm here for the same reason anyone would be. For a checkup and consultation. Patience, young man. We're not far from Scale Gorge waterscape. The mission the General tasked you with is about to come to an end.
Bye, Liu!
Dunhung, what a surprise! Are you not feeling well? Please, come this way.
Oh, damn, this music! She's here for consultation.
Miss Bailu. She's here for a consultation.
Oh, I see. Are you here for your eyes? Or is it something else?
My eyes are fine. I cover them to avoid seeing that which reminds me of the past and riles my inner demons. My thoughts have been disordered lately, and I experience occasional night terrors. Do you have a way to soothe my mind, Dragon Lady?
Those symptoms don't sound like my area of expertise. Who cares? The healers of the Alchemy Commission don't get to pick and choose their patients. Give me your hand. We'll start by checking your pulse. You'll need to take some translucent worms so I can take a closer look.
Liu is taking someone's pulse.
Your hand! It's freezing! Please wait. Dunhung, can I speak to you for a minute? Your friend here has a very peculiar condition. Her pulse is extremely faint. Normally, this would mean that
she won't live much longer.
She won't live much longer.
Let the healer make the professional diagnosis. Your friend's situation is unique. She looks healthy, but her hands are cold as ice. It feels like there's a dark current running and pulsing between her core esse and her veins. I've never seen anything like it. With more research, I might be able to make a new entry in the medical records. Can you and your friend come back for follow-up visits?
Decline respectfully.
Today's her last day on the luofu.
What a shame. If she could stay for a few days, I might be able to figure out how to cure her.
I mean, to be fair, she'll be in prison, so I mean, you could just visit her there.
I'll do my
Maybe,
best. No matter what I administer, she's gonna need to drink a ton of warm water from this point on. Come with me. I'll prescribe her some soul-returning vitality infusion. It won't cure her, but I'll... Wait! Where did my big medicine box go? I'm sorry. Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were expelled, things have been a mess around here. Dunhung, you mind coming with me to retrieve my medicine? I could use your skills.
Are you in trouble, Dragon Lady? I'll come along as well.
No. No trouble at all.
It's no bother. A little walk will do me good.
I can smell the herbs. Hey! Give me back my medicine box! That thing runs so fast! Don't let it get away!
Bloody hell, it does run fast. Bloody hell. Hey, oh, you've got a bigger mate? Well, that's a bit unfair, isn't it?
There's an even bigger monster protecting this one! When did so many creatures start visiting the Alchemy Commission?
Careful.
Allow me to eliminate these obstacles, Dragon Lady. Stand back. The chill of my sword freezes everything in its path.
Great.
Soon to be departed.
Oh, okay, good. At least it's
fighting.
So this is why your hands are so cold.
Oh, damn it. Oh, the music, yes. Yes.
Step up, let's see ya.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Blade of Moonlight.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Isn't something normal flesh could withstand.
All will be revealed in the lunar flame.
Oh, bloody hell, that was a lot of damage.
In the mood for
I
another
don't know why I
beating?
just did that. I'm stupid.
How's this taste?
Thanks for the support.
Nice like a good... My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Blade fodder.
No interest in conflict.
Commencing support.
The truth of life in this sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Nice. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
It ain't over.
Fighting is meaningless.
Enemy targets detected. Ready for another?
No interest in conflict.
That's all you got?
Nice. Not a bad team.
Let me make sure nothing's missing.
Oh, this bit weird.
Excellent. The calming valerian and chi strengthening infusions are here. Let's head back.
Oh wow, I never
Wait
realized
too long.
they were dragons, like going up towards the sky. Oh man, really is beautiful. Look at the water detail. Oh, just so gorgeous. Imagine if a place like this really existed. Like, oh my god.
Apologies again for the delay. This prescription won't cure you, but it will nourish your body and calm your mind.
Very well. The fate of a long-life species is inevitable, even with the best doctors.
You're Mara-struck? I don't see the symptoms in you at all. What with the incident on the luofu, I've treated a number of Mara-stricken patients recently. They all presented with signs of incoherence, delirium, or frightening physical mutations. You don't seem to have any of that.
I made a deal that allowed me to retain what life I had left in me. I may be sane, but one thing is certain. My mind is already at its limit.
Ooh, I wonder who she made a deal with.
And yet, I still have many unfulfilled wishes, and plenty of unfinished business.
I see. So you've learned to live with your illness. I can't help much with issues of the spirit, but the medical records do mention that calming the mind is a way to heal the body. If you're able to forget about the past, there might be a chance for your symptoms to regress.
Really? How unfortunate. My hatred overshadows my other emotions. I chose to hold on to it, to embrace it, and to use it to maintain my existence.
Well, you might need to let it go.
All I
Not
have
gonna lie to you.
left are the sword in my hand and my hatred of the past. If I am without either of them, I would fall into an empty void. Thank you for your advice, Dragon Lady. Meeting you has provided more healing than any kind of medicine or remedy. By the way, among those you've treated in recent days, did you notice a person in bandages?
Bandages? That's a vague description, you know. I'm not sure.
It's pretty vague.
We get injured patients from all over the Xianzhou for treatment. And the number of injuries we see has skyrocketed since the Ambrosia Arbor crisis.
The person I'm inquiring about is tall, with a serious expression. He also carries a crude sword with him at all times. Have you seen someone like that, Dragon Lady?
Oh, yes! Someone came by today that matches that description. He must have suffered some kind of sword wound. He had a strong scent of blood. Though, from the way he behaved, It must have been fairly minor. He didn't even take the medicine I prescribed.
He's probably looking for a different kind of medicine. Well then, it would seem that everything is in place. Let's go meet our old friend.
Which one? We've got a couple. Oh. Flippin' heck. Here we go. Everyone's here now. Well, this is gonna be complicated, but I'm excited. Oh. No, I saw that sneaky nod. What is going on?
Take this man away. This does not involve him.
Yanqing.
What's the nod about? What was the nod about, you know?
And so, everyone is present. I never thought the High Cloud Quintet would be able to gather again in the same place after hundreds of years. If I remember correctly, the 5 of us made a promise here 7 centuries ago. We promised that no matter what happened, we would gather here together and share a drink. How sad that Scale Gorge waterscape remains empty while the world continues to turn. Some of us have been reborn, while others were denied death. Some have become criminals, while others can no longer fulfill their promises. And in the end, our friendship is no more. Soon, I will be shackled and tried. This will be the last you see of me. This is why I sent out the invitations before departing, hoping that everyone would be gathered here for my final farewell. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price.
I was wondering when this was going to come back up.
Imbibitor Lunae, the chief culprit, chose to use the transmutation arcanum as a means of resurrection, begetting terrible transformation and great calamity in the process. He dishonored the name of the fallen, Ying Sing, the accomplice, arrogant and oblivious, used the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to assist Imbibitor Lunae in his evil. He fell, becoming an immortal abomination. As for Jingliu, the sinner, she succumbed to Mara, slaughtered her people, and abandoned her oath. Now it is time we pay for what we have done.
Oh.
Dan Heng, you can never escape the shadow of Imbibitor Lunae. He is your origin, and his sins will accompany you in your path forward until you meet your eventual doom. Blade, what a fitting name. In the remainder of your infinite life, you will experience only murder and your own death, all the while pleading for a place to rest. This is the only way you are able to relinquish Ying Sing's regrets. And I will face the punishment of the Alliance and suffer an eternal punishment before paying an even worse price. That is the only way to keep the memory of the pain of the past from fading away. High Cloud Quintet, it is time to say goodbye.
Blade coldly looks at you.
A wineless gathering, accompanied by only sadness and bitterness. What a depressing reunion. Jingyu'S, Is it not time you sent me to the Shuling?
The laws of the Alliance cannot be subject to change. Unfortunately, your next stop will be the Yuchi.
Why does he look so peaceful? He looks so happy and peaceful right now. What?
I reported everything to the Marshal, and the Seer strategist just so happened to take an interest in the case. They set up a Deca-like reflection barrier in hopes of meeting the two of you beforehand.
Jingyu'S, you haven't changed at all. Always trying to destroy the plans of others. But in the end, whether it be you, me, the Cloud Knights, or the generals of the Rainbow Arbiter, we are all just pawns in a game of the gods. I am sick and tired of treading on a predetermined path. No matter, I will deviate if you insist. But this does not change how things will end. Ultimately, I will stand on the side of victory.
Then I shall see this gamble through.
Wait. Jingliu, before you leave, you still owe me my due.
I have tried. Besides inflicting more wounds on your body, there is nothing else I can do for you. The immortality that you possess is not something that can be dealt with so easily. I am sure Destiny's Slave already told you that the swords of mortals are incapable of killing someone with the flesh of an emanator.
He did. But you still owe me the attempt.
Oh?
I told you when I taught you the way of the sword. I am uninterested in drawing my blade against someone who does not long for life, who wants only to be slaughtered.
You will only draw against an opponent. Jingliu, allow me to repay you for your teachings.
Savor the moment. I will deliver you a brief moment of death.
Oh.
We were here once, 700 years ago.
Oh my god.
Laughing, sparring, and thinking about the future. Their faces still linger before my eyes, like a bygone dream. I thought those joyful days would flow indefinitely before us, like a Xianzhou lifetime. Yet, dreams will eventually fade like clouds from the sky.
Holy crap.
A familiar feeling. Almost as if we've returned to my first sword lesson. You used the sword Insing crafted, and pierced, sliced, and impaled me time and time again. The swordplay used to slay our enemies of old is still engraved on this despicable shell. All I can do is watch my flesh become severed, healed, and restored. It's as if they're saying, why? Why did you and Imbibitor Lunae commit such an unforgivable sin? I know that you have no interest in my answer, which is why I asked the question as you looked me straight in the eye. I've asked myself that same question infinite times, but was never able to find the answer. Why? Why is it that only the abominations can return time and time again?
Why does someone like her have to be buried, burned to ash, and eventually forgotten? Why? In the end, you unleashed the final piercing blow and left both me and the sword in the withered grave. The miraculous thing is that in my brief moment of death, all the pain went away, like when we drank to drown our sorrows.
Oh man, holy shit, that cutscene was amazing. But oh my god, that is so unbelievably fucking sad. Oh, it's just so tragic. It's so tragic. I feel for all of them, like, in this situation, because they were all really good friends, the best of friends, and they just wanted to do good in the world, and when one of them was killed, it obviously set them, it just completely destroyed the group. It just set them all off on these different paths, and 3 of them have just ended up going in such a bad route. I really feel for Jingyuan as well. Like, he's just like stood there, not able to do anything about it. It's so tragic. Like, Blade just wants to die and he can't. Jingliu completely lost control of herself and now feels that she needs to atone, but as long, it's like this cycle, like as long as the others are still alive and as long as they always did what they did, which she obviously thought was like despicable, that cycle of hatred is never going to end because she can never find that peace within herself to allow herself to heal and potentially stop her like disease from getting worse and her mental state from getting worse. So it's just such a tragic cycle that like all of them can't break out of. Like, Dan Heng is always going to, when he eventually dies, be reborn. You know, they're all stuck in this immortality, and without the one friend that kept them all together, it's really tragic. And obviously it's because they didn't want things to change, and instead it just made everything change for so much worse. Just, oh man, that is sad.
Imbibitor Lunae, what do you plan on doing next?
I'm gonna return to the Express.
Once this gathering ends, I will return to the Express to continue my journey.
The Express won't be able to carry you forever. Your friends all have burdens of their own, just as we did back then. I did think about giving up on revenge and letting go of everything when I fled the luofu years ago. However, as time passed, it became more and more clear. It was like an old friend that accompanied me every passing day, always nagging in my ear. The memories of what I did when I was Mara-struck are deeply rooted. Since I am unable to rid myself of them, I decided to face them head-on in the end. Maybe when I witness the fall of the abundance, you and Ying Sing will find true release. Goodbye, Imbibitor Lunae.
She's gone. All this must have seemed like a silly performance to someone newly reborn. But I am unable to prevent my old friends from taking sides against one another.
Should I be responsible for Dan Feng's actions?
Who you are is a question that only you can find the answer to. Even if the Preceptor's interference denied you a true rebirth.
I have to go.
Yes. It has been a long day for you. Dan Heng.
Oh, he sounds so devastated. I'm so sad for him. That is so heartbreaking.
Dan Heng, the General wants me to forget about everything I saw today.
He's just trying to protect you.
I understand. These disputes are far too complicated for me right now. Swordplay is a lot simpler. I have some close friends of my own in the Cloud Knights. Will we fall out the way you guys did?
Oh, I have to go.
Goodbye for now, Dan Heng.
I hope not.
I hope the next time we meet, it'll be under happier circumstances.
She couldn't do it with her sword either. She still couldn't do it.
Blade coldly looks at you.
We have no choice but to continue the pursuit. This is the price the two of us must pay.
If you wish, I will see it through.
I will see it through.
Elio's script still requires you to stay alive. For now, I don't mind prolonging my vengeance. It might be more interesting that way.
Everything okay? Kalis and I heard you received an anonymous letter and we were worried, so we came to check on you, but you went in the archives. Did that poker-faced Stellar and Hunter Blade give you any trouble again? I went to meet some old friends. Stepped away from it to catch up with some old friends. That's a relief then. But don't forget to head back to the Express early. Himiko said she made coffee for us. Aww. Dude. So I've got a couple of Trailblaze continuances to look at, so I need to do... Actually, it looks like we've got a couple of those, so it looks like I need to do those. And obviously, we've got Penacony, and there's a couple of other companion missions, which I may not do in videos. However, I would say if there are any in particular that you do want to request that I do, please do let me know down in the comments below, because I don't want to do them and then you guys have, like, requested them a lot. Looks like there's some back in Bellabog. You know, I can kind of just do these whenever, so we'll see. I'm thinking I might do these first and then we'll move on to Penacony. But let me know. We can start Penacony whenever. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna leave today's episode, because a lot happened and it was fantastic. And yeah, wow. They were probably the best character quests that we've had in the game, for sure. And I think it's purely on a lore perspective that both the character quests today gave us a lot of really interesting lore and an insight into characters that are really great characters in the game, like 100%. Like, I would say my favorite, definitely Jingliu'S, absolutely was my favorite. I would probably then say Saval's, and then Kafka's. That's probably the order that I would go in so far with my favorite character quests, just because I really feel that they did a great job with developing the characters that are in them and giving you more lore, and also giving you questions about the characters as well, which is something that I think is really important, is that you want to have more questions appear so that going forward those hopefully will get answered. And then also you want the questions that you've already had that have developed from like the main quest and stuff to be answered. But that Jingliu quest, I'm surprised that was a character quest. There was so much in there. It's given me huge questions about Luchoa, so I'm very interested to find out what that nod was about, what's going to happen with them two, if we're going to get any more quests coming up soon, I don't know. But I definitely have a lot of questions, and I think just the lore of the High Quintet group as a whole has been fantastic. It's a really interesting story. It's a very tragic story, and we have multiple characters that are still in the game, so it's still got a place to develop to as well, which is brilliant, because we've had groups like this before in, like, for example, like in Genshin with the Hoyoverse written, for example, like in Genshin, where tragic things have happened, but you don't really get to see the characters interacting that much after that. I mean, a good example is Zhao. Obviously, Zhao had like the other group of demons, and we know what's kind of going on with Zhao, and we had like that one quest where we did get to see Zhao interacting with someone from his past, but it was obviously I don't want to spoil it if you haven't played it, but it was very good, but there wasn't a ton of lore in there. So I'm really glad this gave us an insight into all of these characters' motivations, who they are, and why things are happening. And genuinely, this should have just been part of the main story. I am so shocked that was a character quest, because it was absolutely just fantastic. It gave you so much. That was peak. That was very, very good. The voice acting was brilliant. It was very emotional, and the animation work was great as always. Yeah, this was fantastic. I really, I can see why people were recommending that one. I enjoyed the shit out of that. It was great. All right, guys. Well, let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this quest. What do you think of what they did morally? But I am excited to see more. I do hope that we get more to do with Jingliu, like Luchoa story, and maybe like Luchoa like character quest number 2, and that's where, you know, we're gonna get more. I kind of wish in that character quest they had hinted about the link to Jingliu. I do kind of wish there'd been some kind of hint, because it did feel very out of left field, and obviously it was great, but I was like, if there had been like some little hint in his character quest, I think that would have been quite good, you know, just like a little something. I think that would have been useful to have, because then you would have played that character quest and then played the Jingliu one and been like, oh, I thought that was, yeah, and you know, and just kind of like go from there. But yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe. Plenty more Honkai Star Rail content on this channel. Penacony, it's up and coming very, very soon. However, we do have quite a few quests to do first, so if you want me to make videos on any of those, please do let me know down in the comments below, and I'm gonna work on leveling up my characters and all that stuff. I would really like to do Penacony pretty soon, because a few of my characters are being capped by not being able to go to Penacony, so I do need to kind of get there soon, because it is going to start getting in the way of my team dynamics. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys very, very soon. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye!